Yeah, let's talk about it. The fight is happening September, the last 2 weeks of September. Me, Jacob Heppner, old spoon chest Dave Castro wouldn't do the fight. 6 rounds, 3-minute rounds, 12-ounce gloves, no headgear. It's going to be legit.
Did you see Julio Cesar Chavez fucking promoted it?
He promoted
on his Instagram.
I know. One of the greatest boxers of all time.
Really?
Yes.
That's sick. Oh my God. I am so excited. I'm just excited for a weekend in Vegas. And then for the fights the day before, there's a strongman competition too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Matt's done his research.
Josh, he knows more than I do.
I want to hear the gritty details. So, tell me from the beginning. So someone calls you and they're like, hey, we saw you on Instagram boxing and you have 770,000 followers and Matt's too much of a pussy to fight. You want to jump in there?
Pretty much exactly. No, that's not how it went at all. So I started going boxing. I started going to a boxing class and started doing boxing. And then I literally might have posted about it once or something, and then me and Dave started chirping at me, and then we started chirping back and forth, and then Cooper, my guy who runs the coffee.
Yeah, what is Cooper? What is Cooper? You're what?
I don't know how to describe. What is he? He's not my agent. He's not my manager, but he runs the logistics for the coffee, and he runs logistics for my programming.
Is he more your Sammy or more your Matt O'Keefe?
I mean, I don't take him in my bed.
I was about to say,
where do you take him? Where do you take him?
I'm like, I don't do the things that Matt's doing. But and so Cooper reached out to me. He goes, I'm gonna get you on a fight. He's like, would you do it if I can do this? And I'm like, I literally was in my head, shut up, Coop. You're not gonna do anything. Like, you're just messing with me. And he reached out to the guy that's putting on the Half Thor Eddie Hall card and said he had a fight for us, which was, at first we tried to pump me and Dave up, which would have been fantastic. I'm really bummed that it's not working out. Hopefully maybe down the road it still does. If Dave can actually, get rid of that spoon chest and take his shirt off.
Who's more disappointed that you're not fighting Dave, Matt or you?
Me. I don't know. Yeah, you're right. I don't know. Maybe the world too. Man, the hatred that is out there for Dave is unreal. Every time we were chirping at each other, the things that I would get back about Dave, I felt bad. I was like, damn. I'm like, I like Dave. I'm like, we're making fun of each other. We're chirping at each other. But I actually like the guy. I'm like, man, there are some people love to hate that guy. And so, the thing is I felt like if it was me and Dave, at least the whole world would have been on my side, except for like 3 people, like Dave's family, like that's it. And so we promoted it. We tried to push it for me and Dave to do the fight. Dave, we contacted Dave once they were interested in that, and Dave was like, "Hey,
So I'm sorry. Go back a second. So Cooper reached out to the promoter of that other fight and said, "Hey, what about letting me promote something?" Did he know those guys?
No, he just reached out to him and basically said, "Hey, I got 2, former Navy SEALs, guys big in the CrossFit world with a following, and they, what about putting them on the undercard?" They reached back out immediately, and I was like shocked, And then we basically had to try to make a legitimate fight. And so, went through that negotiations, or not negotiations, but talks with Dave, and Dave couldn't do it. Then we tried to find somebody else, and we finally got Heppner to, Heppner agreed pretty quick.
So take me through that. So Dave finally says no. He gives you a hard no, and Cooper immediately pivots to Jacob?
No, we pivoted to another person. Don't really care to say who. I don't, for whatever reason, that person couldn't do it either. And then we pivoted to and then Heppner came up, and he was pretty on board immediately. So yeah.
Do you know him?
Did his name just pop up? Like, were you just looking at a leaderboard and you're like?
I think we were looking at just looking at like CrossFitters with a bigger following, and we were also looking at people with semi the same size. Jacob's actually he's actually a little bit bigger than I am. He's about 200 pounds. And so I'm 170. So I asked if he'd come down a little bit and wait, for the fight. We haven't really. I don't know if it's actually agreed upon if we're doing that or not. But whatever. If he doesn't, he doesn't. And he knocks me out. He knocks me out. But I'm gonna go in there swinging, baby, and it's gonna be a good time. Woohoo!
What Khalifa wouldn't do it?
I would not have fought Khalifa. He's too big. He's 220. Damn. He's 220, 230. I'm not going to fight that guy.
No, Khalifa claims he's 215. I don't believe it for a second, but that's what he claims.
I would have fought Jason if we would have wrapped king-size pillows around our hands, and maybe then, would I fought him.
Or just him wrap big pillows around.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
So if you win this fight, will you have a professional record of 1-0?
It's not a professional fight, no. It's I think it's considered to be honest, I don't know what it's considered. It's not a professional, it's not an amateur fight. I want to say it's an exhibition, is what I would have to call it. But I will not be a professional fighter. I'm not a professional fighter.
Can we gamble on it?
Oh, I'm sure you can. Oh, yeah, I bet you can. Yeah. If I had to bet, if I was going to guess, I would say yes.
If you had to bet, if you could bet?
If I would bet, I'd be betting on me, baby. All in on me, baby. What?
I am about to. I might. Fuck. I hate gambling, but this is something that would be exciting to gamble on.
It would make it more interesting for sure.
And then if I lose 10 grand on you, I get to hound you about you. So it's a win-win.
There you go. It's a win-win, baby. It's a
win-win. Dave's already predicted that second round knockout.
I saw that. I don't know how I feel about Dave being on my side. I don't know if I feel like that's going to hurt me or help me.
I don't know, man. Heppner's got some long arms.
Isn't he the one that was complaining about? Or is that why he was complaining? Because his arms are so long? Because of
the handstand push-up standard?
Right, yeah.
So he has long forearms.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I just got to stay small, baby. You're small, stay small. Stay small. You know what I mean? Stay small.
But do you know him? Like, do you have his phone number in your phone?
Before this, no. I do have it now. We did. Yeah, we weren't. I would not have said. I wouldn't say like. We didn't talk outside of a competition ever, but we would always talk at competitions.
Yeah, like you're friendly.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's but we didn't talk outside of competing. Mm-hmm. But I like Jacob. I never had any issues with him. I was never like, I don't like that guy.